King Charles III is alive, but a serious broadcasting mistake briefly convinced listeners that the monarch had died. Radio Caroline has now been found in breach of Ofcom's rules after accidentally airing 3 pre-recorded announcements claiming that the king had passed away during a broadcast in May. The incident happened on May 19th during the Barry Marsh show. A staff member reportedly discovered restricted audio files that had been prepared for use when the king eventually dies. According to Ofcom's findings, the employee played the recordings out of curiosity, apparently without realizing that the material would go directly to air. Listeners then heard announcements stating that King Charles had died. The station also played the national anthem, repeated the false report, and went silent for around 16 minutes. For people listening at home, the broadcast sounded like a genuine breaking news bulletin, and the confusion quickly spread as people began asking whether the king was really dead. Radio Caroline initially described what happened as a technical issue. However, Ofcom's investigation later found that the broadcast resulted from human error rather than a simple equipment malfunction. The employee was reportedly reprimanded, and the sensitive recordings were moved offline or removed from the studio system to prevent the same mistake from happening again. The incident led to 2 formal complaints and a ruling from Ofcom. The regulator said Radio Caroline had breached Rule 5.1, which requires news to be reported accurately and impartially, and Rule 5.2, which requires significant mistakes to be acknowledged and corrected quickly. Ofcom described the false announcement as a very significant inaccuracy involving a matter of particularly high public interest. One of the biggest concerns was not only that the false report aired, but that the correction took roughly 30 minutes. In a situation involving the death of a monarch, every minute matters. Listeners deserve an immediate and clear explanation when a major mistake has been broadcast, especially when the original report is capable of causing nationwide alarm. The story is also a reminder of how quickly rumors can spread in the digital age. A pre-recorded message, played out of curiosity, became a false death report before the station could regain control. King Charles remains alive, and Radio Caroline has apologized for the incident, but the broadcaster's mistake has now become an official example of why accuracy and fast corrections matter. If this update was helpful, please consider subscribing and liking the video for more news stories and important explanations.